football in the first play of the drive, and it gets and this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver.
And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one in the tackle.
Matchup he likes. He's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
The give to the back. Handoff on the counter. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
He makes the catch. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9 first and goal. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Hawkeyes are threatening on first and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir. No mas. Get it together.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. He wants it all. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Rushes on him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Finds the tight end. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. The Cyclones are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Townsend. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's the handoff.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Bounced right back to them. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already...
Punt is in the air on 4th down. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. One more snap coming before halftime. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, these fan bases have been hyped, and with the Cy-Hawk Trophy up for grabs, who knows what the second half will give us. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Iowa and Iowa State plays out.
He'll bring it out. It's Townsend. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. He'll pull it on the read. He'll slide and avoid the big hit.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Dropping back, it's Beck. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him?
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half, being down. I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
The Cyclones send out the punt unit.
On to kick it away.
This guy is a daring. Looking to throw on 1st down. Showing the arm strength to the left. And he makes the catch inside the 25. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this...
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Iowa! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here. You do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Beck. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack back at the 20.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A third down and long situation coming up, they'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. And the Cyclones will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Throws for the tight end. Complete in the middle. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, if you're the quarterback, you're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Hauls it in. Gets away from one, finds room. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. And the Hawkeyes will hustle to the line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye! No doubt Herky the Hawkeye is feeling it as Iowa seizes control.
Iowa's a team always that prides themselves on being the most physical unit on game day, and right now they are pounding Iowa State.
Yeah, and Iowa State's getting that here we go again feeling. They've struggled in this rivalry to sometimes they've had, I feel like, better teams or equal teams, but they just haven't found a way to get W's.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Snags it quickly on the left. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Cyclones with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Back to throw. It's Beck. Uncorks it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. And the Cyclones will call on their punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Off the play fake on first down to throw.
Getting open, pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Looking for a crease. It's Moulton. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. They'll run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa!
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. The give on the way up to the 19-yard line. The Cyclones come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll do it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. And here comes the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he, and the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Now facing a third and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Working that left side. They are on the move as they pick up the first down.